2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Mavericks, playing here in the American Airlines Center. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, for decades we have seen elite big men dominate in the paint, but with more and more threes, they now have to cover a lot more ground defensively. So a few executives think the center position may undergo some downsizing in the years to come. Kevin?
Foot speed at a premium. David, as always, thank you. Well, Smitty, two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, but 20 years ago it probably would have played out a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally right. I can remember when you throw the ball, you isolate the bigs on the blocks, Kevin. You wait till they get double-teamed. They take up most of the shot clock, and then they kick it out to you at the last way you shot the three. Right now, as you know, we see the game right now where the lane is wide and it's played at a faster pace.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guards in. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Marc Gasol. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Lowry. Shoots over Barea. The shot by Lowry, no good. And the rejection by Lowry. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Porzingis against Gasol, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Now here's Green, and Lowry has it in the corner. Outside Gasol. From outside, off the mark.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Barea against Lowry. Kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
And the basket by Nowitzki.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Here's Green after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. To the middle, and they get it, and the shot goes in from Siakam.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
And here are the Mavericks now. Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand, Steve. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believed in Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this team now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off.
Here's Green, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis, and finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Barea finds Porzingis, the 11-footer. Here's Doncic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Raptors trail by 8. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, off the mark. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Nowitzki on the Mavericks, another bucket right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Siakam. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Mavericks leading by 7. Barea, that's a winner. And he sinks that one. Hit back to the rim on the way in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lowry against Barea. Outside, Green. Back to Lowry. Out to the right wing. The three. It's Gasol missing. The Mavericks have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. From deep, Barea. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, Steve, for the Raptors the last few years, regular season hasn't been a problem. It's been all about the playoffs.
Yeah, the Raptors have the goal of making it out of the East and to the finals. It's the right goal to have with the way they perform in the regular season. Teams, they will always be measured by their playoff runs.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Norman Powell comes in for Danny Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Here's VanVleet. It's Powell on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one. And it's good for 2.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Dallas leading by 10. Barea kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Leonard. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Here's VanVleet. Passes it to Ibaka. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Here's Barea. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. 59 seconds left in the first. Here's VanVleet, guarded by Barea. Powell down low. He's working on Nowitzki. Pass to VanVleet. A 3-ball. Porzingis with the rebound.
I'll tell you, the defense got a bullet right there. That's his shot.
And Nowitzki with the...
They've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
The two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Dallas. From deep, Barea, another 3 for Dallas.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Leonard looking around. To the right side. Here's VanVleet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary play.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Norman Powell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's VanVleet in at the 1 spot. We always hear about the brotherhood, a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unit.
Pass to Powell. Here's Van Vliet. That three off the mark. Here's Finney-Smith, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Shots, gentlemen.
And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. The Mavericks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Vic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Leonard. Van Vliet fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. And that's good off the glass that time. Powell's got his first points of the game.
I like the wreck of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Raptors trail by 20. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Leonard against Porzingis. Leonard the pass to Siakam. Shoots over Powell, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Siakam's got 9 points.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Basket counts.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Some changes for Toronto. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Green comes in for Leonard. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Norman Powell. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you.
You have to love what Marc Gasol gives you offensively. Can score facing up, back to the basket, and one of the best passing centers in the game.
Green left side. Here's Siakam. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter. Mavericks leading by 18. And talking about Gasol, also an impact guy on the defensive end of the floor.
Yes, Kevin, he has the size, the length, and the instincts. Defensive Player of the Year in 2000, true cornerstone for your team.
Here's Van Vliet after Luka Doncic's bucket. And they're on the break. Here's Powell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Now here is Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Gasol inside. Guarded by Porzingis. No good from Gasol.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Here's Lowry. He kicks it to Gasol. Back to Lowry from past the arc. Raptors get it back and a new 24. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Good work there as it goes. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
And sometimes there's just nothing you can do against Doncic. He's terrific at keeping his focus on the rim.
Outside for Lowry. It's good from long range.
And there's where, if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Here's Brunson, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brunson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from 12.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Here's Doncic. It's tipped. And here is Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Lowry. Right side Gasol over Porzingis. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 22. Fires it up. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 14.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of his own.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Toronto, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Siakam. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Danny Green. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here is Lowry. Kicks it to Gasol. Poked away. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Hardaway. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Knocks down the 3-ball. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now, here's Lowry. Defense is right there. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Cars crossing back and forth over the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge as we welcome you back to Dallas. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Doncic at the 3 and Dirk at the 4. J.J. Barea is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Porzingis in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. A nice shot by Gasol.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dallas has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And with all the defensive switching, every team, Steve, looking for great help defenders. I'm sure you've got a list of your favorites in that category.
Yeah, guys been able to guard their guy, then come over and switch, and then help out on the drive. And Draymond Green does a nice job. Rudy Gobert, and everybody will say, well, his size, but you still have to have that anticipation. I love what Clint Capella can do for the Houston Rockets. He's done a nice job for them as well.
Here's Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Raptors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Three-pointer, Lowry's good. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now, here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lowry against Barea. Leonard on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Over Porzingis. That one off the back iron and out. Dallas has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the Raptors call time here. And the Raptors with the ball. Siakam misses.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
It's good. Hardaway has got 5 now.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green draws the double. Lowry for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for Marc Gasol.
What you know about Marc Gasol's game is he has a fantastic feel working down there in the interior.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Barea against Lowry. Porzingis with the steal. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here's Lowry. The Mavericks making the shot. Outside for Gasol. For 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-5 run here. And starting out in the shadow of his older brother Powell, Marc Gasol, Steve, has become a superstar in his own right.
Multiple All-Star games, an All-NBA first team in 2015, and it's not just the production, it's the leadership.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Toronto also making a switch. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Leonard finds Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. That's 10 points for Marc Gasol.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. Over Doncic. No dice from the high post. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Gasol. Oh, that's blocked, but he recovers it. Back to Van Vliet. Raptors get it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Leonard, the pass to Green. Back to Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Hardaway.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Here's Van Vliet. Kleba with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That's just a solid execution to get a wide open look.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Outside Leonard. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic. And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in for Green.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Unloads. Again, the Mavericks score.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Toronto's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Just 3 on the clock. That one wide left. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Anunoby out there with Ibaka. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Miller in at the small forward. The Raptors shooting 41% for the game. Powell kicks to Anunoby. Lin looking it over. And it's Miller in the corner. Passes to Anunoby. Outside, Lin. Clock is at 3. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Count that bucket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Toronto with the ball. The Mavericks making the knocked away. Mejri with the steal. And good that time.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Right side, Lynn. The Mavericks pull it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Shots good by Miller.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
The Mavericks have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the 3-point basket by Dallas. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Kleber's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lee gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lynn kicks to Anunoby. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Powell. And it's blocked. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Shot clock at 3. Steve, there's plenty of discussion that the NBA has become less physical and more over-officiated. What's your opinion on letting guys play a little bit more?
You know, I think, Kevin, is freedom of movement. And I think when you took out hand checking and obviously arm bar checking and down in the post, it's hard to guard some of these fantastic players with their skill set and obviously with their athleticism. A guy dribbling at you at 100 miles per hour, how do you get your balance without touching him? And I think that's where you start to see a lot of the fouls called. And a lot of fans are looking back in the day saying, well, that wasn't a foul, but I think under the rules, the referees have to call these plays because there's no hand checking.
Outside, Lynn. That one doesn't go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Kleber with the bucket.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Now here's Powell. Here's Anunoby. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
Lynn the pass to Anunoby. Poke loose. Pass to Powell. Lynn with it. From 12 feet out. Here's Ibaka. That's tipped. Here's Finney-Smith over Miller. Again, the Mavericks score.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Now here's Lynn. Miller outside. Back to Lynn. Looking to end the run. Got a piece of it. Here's Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Burke. Takes a three. Bucket's good.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.